This program was transcribed from an earlier network broadcast.
What's the name?
John Hancock.
What's the program?
Point Sublime.
Point Sublime. Presented by the John Hancock Mutual Life Insurance Company. Starring Cliff Arquette and Mel Blanc, Point Sublime is written and produced by Robert L. Red. Point Sublime. We suggest you stay tuned to the end of this program when you will learn how you may get a free copy of our beautiful book of Christmas carols. Now, meet your John Hancock agent.
Friends, I know a fellow who carries an umbrella every day, rain or shine. Now, maybe that's carrying caution just a bit too far. But what about the emergency your family might have to face if, by any chance, your support should be withdrawn? Well, making sure in advance that your loved ones will be able to get along without hardship is one of the jobs a sound life insurance program can do. Out of its 85 years of practical experience, the John Hancock Mutual Life Insurance Company has developed a simple readjustment plan that costs you little and yet gives you complete assurance that your family's future is secure. And it's a plan that's well within your means, as your local John Hancock agent will be glad to explain. You'll find that his life insurance recommendations are specially fitted to your needs and your income. Just say the word and your friendly John Hancock agent will supply full information.
Now for the human story of a fellow named Ben Willett. It is an early December evening in Point Sublime, Evelyn Hanover's cottage. Right now, Ben and Evie are sitting on the davenport in front of the fireplace in the softly lighted room and are leafing through a little Christmas gift catalog Ben brought with him.
Now, look at this page, Evie. How'd you like a solid gold fountain pen set?
Oh, please, Ben, that would be too expensive.
Now, I've been trying for 2 weeks to get you to say what you'd like for Christmas this year.
I was up in the attic this afternoon. I came across a box of things I put away.
Yeah, sure. Now, help me, Evie. You bake wonderful cakes. How'd you like me to give you a mix master all wrapped up with cellophane and red ribbons?
There were some letters in the box.
Or I could get you a pretty diamond ring.
Oh, thank you, no, Ben. Do you remember the first letter you wrote me almost 7 years ago?
Well, not exactly.
I'll keep it always. You said quite a few interesting things in that letter.
Oh, me, I always was a blabbermouth. What did I say in the letter?
That you liked me the very first day we met.
Oh, was that it? Yeah, I remember now. I wrote you and I said I thought you had the prettiest blue eyes of any lady I ever met.
Oh, except one.
Except one?
Yes, and you didn't say. Who was she then?
Now, let's look on this interesting page in the Christmas catalog. Watches. How'd you like a watch, baby? Nice Gruen watch. See here? Gruen watch time. Click, clack.
Who was she then? Was she pretty?
Hey, I'll get you another cup of coffee.
You sit right back down here, Ben Willett.
Yeah, well, now, don't ask questions.
You spoke very nicely of her in your letter.
She got married.
Were you in love with her?
Well, maybe. Well, it was a long time ago, 13, 14 years ago.
Did she live here in Point Sublime?
Still does.
Oh, I suppose I really shouldn't ask, but who is she then?
Oh, I'll tell you if you want to know. She was...
Oh, laws. Now, who'd be coming here tonight?
Want me to answer it?
No, I'll get it.
Well, I hope it isn't Hattie Hirsch.
Hey, Miss Hanover.
Oh, Louie, come in, dear.
Yeah, sure. I got Doc Lockhart with me.
May I come in, Miss Hanover?
Yes, come in, Doctor.
Hey, what's going on, Doc?
Well, I just met Doc up at the corner, and he was going somewhere to phone somebody. I said you were here.
May I use your phone, Miss Hanover?
Yeah, right there on the coffee table.
Thank you. I want to call the county hospital. It's Vernon.
Gee, what's going on, Doc?
Well, I was just over to see the little Grafton boy.
Tad?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with him?
Tad Grafton has contracted an extremely severe and a decidedly rare type of typhoid fever.
Oh, no.
Say, can I go out in the kitchen, Miss Hanover, and make a sandwich or something for Doc Lockhart? He hasn't had something.
I'm all right. I better make this call. Hello.
You'll find some baked ham in the refrigerator, Mooney. Fresh milk.
Yes, ma'am.
Operator, this is Dr. Lockhart. A long-distance call. Connect me with the county hospital at Vernon.
Say, how'd Tad Graff never catch typhoid? We got the purest water in the county.
Hello,
here.
County. Dr. Lockhart in Point Sublime. Is Dr. Hudson there? Oh, fine. Connect me with the laboratory at once.
You say it's a rare type of typhoid? I didn't know that.
Hello, John. Albert Lockhart. Yes. Say, John, I've just run into a rare typhoid case. Yes, that's it. But I'm positive, John. I've made all the tests. Yes, I know. And this is only the second case I've had in all my years of practice.
Hey, where's the butter, Miss Hanover?
Oh, quiet, Mooney.
It's all very true, John, but...
The butter dish is in the cupboard.
Yeah, okay, I'll find it.
Well, I want to give the lad a transfusion the minute I can locate the right blood-type donor. You check the county hospital files right away, will you? See if there's a record of this form of typhoid within the last year. Yes, call me back right away, will you? Oh, Miss Hanover, what's your number here?
214.
John, call me at Point Sublime, 214. Yes, I'll wait. Goodbye.
Hey, sounds pretty serious, Doc.
If Ted Grafton's going to live, I've got to find somebody who had a similar attack within the last year.
Oh, dear. Tad's such a nice kid. Wish I could do something.
Who doesn't?
Just how does this particular kind of typhoid affect a person?
It affects the bones. Even if the Grafton boy does pull through, he may be a cripple unless we find a donor to give him a transfusion.
Well, good grief, what are we waiting for? I'll give the kid all the transfusions he needs.
You don't
It
understand,
has to
Ben.
come from someone who's had the disease recently. But to complicate matters, the donor must be the same blood type as Tad, of course.
Well, what do we do?
Wait for the hospital to call.
Here, Doc, a ham sandwich and a glass of milk. I hope you like mayonnaise. I put a lot on.
Thanks, Mooney, thanks. You see, the Graftons didn't call me as soon as they should have.
Well, Dave Grafton's always putting off. Now his boy's real sick.
Oh, my, that startled me. Jumped and knocked the glass of milk over.
Hello? Yes, Dr. Lockhart. Well, put him on.
Yeah, I'll wipe it up with my handkerchief.
Hello, John. Did you find anything? Yeah? What's his name? Where does he live? Chris Popenoe, huh?
Oh, no.
How can I locate the man?
Yeah, I know where he lives, Doc.
Wait a minute, John. You know him, Ben?
Yeah, I know Chris Popenoe. But in this case, since it's Dave Grafton's boy, Chris Popenoe won't do you any good.
Oh, heavens, why not?
Never mind. Say, Ben Willett knows the man. I'll locate him at once. Thanks, John. Goodbye. Well, this sort of luck doesn't happen once in a blue moon. Hey, you'll have to take me to see this Chris Popenoe at once, Ben.
No use, I said.
What do you mean?
The man will certainly give a transfusion to save a boy's life.
He might for anybody but a Grafton.
Well, why not a Grafton?
Because Chris Popenoe's been holding a grudge against Dave Grafton for, about the last 15 years. This is probably the sort of thing Chris has been waiting for.
Ben, get your coat and hat.
What for, Doc?
You're taking me to see Popenoe.
It's no use, I tell you.
Where does he live?
Oh, about 20 miles back up in the Coast Mountains. Dirt road most of the way. I never been there.
Here's your mackinaw, Ben. I'll hold it for
Thanks, Evie. Chris has been living back in the hills by himself for years. Ever since, the time 14 years ago, David Grafton came along and stole Chris's bride-to-be right out from under his nose.
Gracious. How does he live?
Oh, Chris is a tanner.
Tanner?
Yeah, he makes a couple of trips a year out to Mountain Island, about 30 miles offshore here, to hunt antelope and wild goat.
I don't care what he does. Come on, let's go, Ben.
Well...
Hey, you be careful when you get up there, Mr. Willett.
Now, don't worry, Mooney.
Hey, you want me to go? I could help out if there's a fight or something.
No, Mooney.
Come on, Ben, come on. Thanks for the use of your phone, Miss
Yes,
Hanover.
Doctor, yes.
Well, I'm sorry, Evie, we didn't get your Christmas present picked out.
Ben, do please be careful.
Don't worry about Ben, Miss Hanover. When we get up there, I'll do the talking to Mr. Popenoe. I have no use for that kind of a man. Well, good night.
Good night.
This must be the turnoff into his place.
Well, turn. That must be his house right there.
Yeah, I see the light now. Doc, I still think I better go in and try to talk to Chris myself.
No, I'll handle him with pleasure.
I'll stop the car here. You see, Doc, Chris and I used to be mighty good friends when we was young fellas, and Maybe I could explain things to him better.
You wait here in the car. I'll talk to him. And I'm not going to take any foolishness. He has an obligation to society.
Now, if you aren't out in 10 minutes, I'll come see you.
Give me an hour. But don't worry. I'll handle this all right.
Well, I hope so, Doc. I'll wait.
Who is it?
Are you Chris Popenow?
Yeah, what do you want?
I'm Dr. Lockhart from down Point Sublime.
I'm not sick. I don't want any doctors. Go away.
Oh, no. You don't close this door in my face. I drove all the way up here to talk to you, and I'm going to do it. Now, come on, open up.
I don't bother anybody. Why do you bother me?
Not very hospitable, are you, Mr. Popenow? Well, it's cold outside. I'll just close this door. Hey, what's that odor I smell in here? It's terrible.
I like it.
Oh, I see. Comes from those large wooden tubs over there, huh?
Yeah. Tannic acid, sumac.
Used for what?
To tan animal hides. Why all the questions?
Animal hides, huh? Oh, the ones you shoot out on Mountain Island?
How do you know so much about me?
I know many things about you, Mr. Popenow.
What do you want? You want a doctor?
Well, can't you see this medical bag I have in my hand here?
Oh.
Say, did you have typhoid fever the early part of last year?
Nearly died of it.
Well, do you know what kind it was?
Typhoid's all I know.
Did it leave any after effects?
Well, can't you see this right arm of mine?
Oh. Can you straighten it out?
No. Feels like the bones in the elbow grew solid.
Mr. Popenow, I want you to save a boy's life.
Me?
There's a boy down in Point Sublime who may die unless you give him a blood transfusion.
Well, why me?
Well, it's hard to explain, but take my word for it. It has to come from someone who recently also suffered that particular kind of typhoid, and you're the man.
Kid's gonna die, huh?
Probably. How about it?
Yeah. When do we do it?
Tonight. I have a car waiting outside.
I'm a fool, but all right.
Oh, one thing first. I have my kit with me here. I have to make a blood test to determine its type. Won't hurt any.
Nothing hurts me anymore. Now, what do I do?
Just roll up your sleeve. I'll set my bag here on the table by the lamp. Get a few things out. There.
I don't know why I do this. There's my arm.
Well, sit down on this chair by me.
Yeah.
Get a glass slide, a little alcohol and a piece of cotton, hypodermic needle. Now, let's have your arm.
There you are.
That's it. Now tie this rubber band around your arm. There. Now, as we say in my profession, this won't hurt a bit.
Yeah, sure.
Hold still.
Yeah.
Good, Mr. Popenow. As nearly as I can tell, you're the exact blood type. We'll save that boy yet.
Yeah. Hey, I was just thinking of something. Who's the boy?
What's the difference? He's sick.
Who's the kid, I'm asking?
You'll come anyway, Popenow.
Yeah, I thought so. It's Dave Grafton's kid, isn't it?
Yes. Go on, get your coat.
Oh, no, you don't. I nearly went to give my blood to save a Grafton.
Popenow, you're coming with me.
You don't understand this one, Doc, and I'm not going. I've been waiting for something like this for 14 years. Now it's better than I could have planned it. I'm staying right here.
Pull down your sleeve. Get your coat, I said.
I've been waiting all this time, and now all I have to do is sit here in my own little shack and let it happen.
Come on, Popenow.
Get out, Doctor. Get out before I throw you out.
All right. I'll go, but I'll be back later tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I'll go to town. But I'll be back with enough help to persuade you to save Ted Grafton from dying.
Get out. Get out!
In a moment, we'll bring you part 2 of Point Sublime. But right now, we want you to hear from Webb Tyler, the John Hancock agent in Point Sublime. Webb?
You know, folks, it often does us a lot of good to talk about certain things we've had on our minds. And sometimes, talking to a friend, you'll find that he's been thinking along much the same lines. You suddenly realize that you can be guided by his experiences. For example, let's say that you, like any head of a family, want to be reasonably sure that your loved ones will be able to get along comfortably, especially if something should happen to you. Now, you'll find there's a man in your community who will take a real friendly interest in this problem. Your John Hancock agent. Behind him, you know, stands the sound experience of a life insurance company that's 85 years old and is serving 8 million policyholders. Your John Hancock agent is ready to put that wide experience to work in helping you. It reveals, among other things, that without your support, your loved ones would most likely need at least as much as your annual earnings to tide them over the first difficult year or so. And you may be surprised when you learn how little it will cost to provide such a fund, and when you consider what a big difference this simple plan may make in your family's future. So have a talk with your friendly John Hancock agent soon. Let him help you plan a safe, secure tomorrow for those you love.
Now, part 2 of Point Sublime. It is almost 7 o'clock the next morning. For the last several hours, a shrill, cold wind has blown in from the ocean to bite viciously at the little town. Ben Willett and August Moon are in the store drinking hot coffee they have just brewed on the electric plate back of the counter.
Any more cream, Mr. Willett?
No, thanks, Mooney. Gee, I wish I'd hear from Doc Lockhart.
You sure he's over with a little grafting kid?
I guess so. Oh, good heavens, look coming down the sidewalk. Evelyn Hanover.
Yeah, she can hardly make it against the wind.
What's she doing out at this morning hour? Evelyn, come in here.
Oh, I thought I was going to make it. Almost a gale. You should see the ocean. Oh, I've been frantic all night, Ben. Why didn't you telephone me when you got back?
Well, it was so late, I thought you'd be asleep.
Well, you've been back 2 hours or more.
Yeah, just about.
I hear there's some ugly talk starting around town.
Yeah, there was a couple of men here a while ago. I wouldn't let them in.
I hear that Pocono man wouldn't help.
Well, bad news travels fast. Well, Doc was kind of headstrong. He wouldn't let me go talk with Chris. Now the town's boiling mad at Chris.
Yeah, he's no good.
Mooney.
Well,
Chris isn't a bad man. I knew him well. He's just been living alone and brooding. He's mixed up, or he wouldn't have refused to help the Grafton boy.
He really did, then?
Yeah. Practically kicked Doc out of the cabin. Now certain bean brains around town are threatening to tar and feather Chris if they can lay hands on him.
Oh, no.
After the news got around, 3 carloads of men drove up to Chris's place about 4 a.m.
They were going to bring him down and make him give the transfusion?
Yeah, only Chris was gone.
Where to?
Who knows? Probably left right after Doc and I was there.
Hey, he probably drove down to Sandyman Cove where he keeps his old tugboat and went out to Mountain Island to hunt goats. Huh?
Well, I've never... Hey, Mooney, maybe that's where Chris did go.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, no, he couldn't. No small boat could keep afloat in this gale.
Well, he might have made it before the wind got so high. Oh, dear, I wish I could talk to Chris now. Talk a little sense into his head. Men around town are going to do something to him if Tad Grafton dies. I think maybe I should...
No, Ben, you can't.
How'd you know what I was thinking?
You can't go out to Mountain Island to look for him. Why, he might not have gone there at all.
Yeah, well, maybe not. Nobody'd be fool enough to take a boat out to sea in a storm like...
Ben, who's this man running toward the store?
Good grief, it's Dave Grafton. Heard he was about out of his head.
Poor fellow.
Well, I never wasted much love on Dave. Keep quiet, he's coming in.
Hey, he looks frantic.
I want to buy some rope, Ben. Some strong rope. Well, don't stand there. Where is it?
Just a minute, Dave. What do you got in mind?
This is a store where you sell things to people. I want to buy about 25 feet of good, strong rope. Where do you keep it?
Yeah, I'm all out of rope,
You're
Dave.
lying. You know what I want it for. You're trying to protect Chris Pocono. Where's your rope?
Now, get this straight, Davy. I'm all out of rope. How's Tad?
Tad.
Is Doc Lockhart still over the house? How's the kid?
I don't know. Doc doesn't say. Bell keeps blubbering around and praying. I tell you, my boy's going to die. Maybe today or tonight or tomorrow, but Tad will die. I know he will. And when he does, I say Chris Popenoe the same as murdered him.
Now, cut it out.
You own some of the rope, and I'll get it somewhere else.
Dave, come back here.
We know where Popenoe went. His boat's gone. When the storm quiets down, a bunch of us are going out to the island and get him. That's where he went to hide.
Dave, cut out that kind of talk. Now, go on home and be with your boy. Davy!
Oh, that poor man.
No, Dave Grafton's no good. He never was.
Maybe not, but...
Hey, you see, I was right. Hey, Chris went out to the island.
Yeah, Mooney. You see, Abby, it only takes one man's crazy talk at a time like this to stir up a bunch of strong-armed, weak-brained troublemakers.
It's beginning to sound very serious, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, me. Poor Belle.
Belle? Who's Belle?
Belle Grafton. That's Dave's wife.
Oh, yes, I heard him mention her.
Said she was praying for Tad.
I just can't stand to see a wonderful, marvelous woman like Belle have this kind of trouble come down on her. Well, I gotta get on my way.
Ben!
Mooney, go in the back store and get my old oil slicker and hat and my big hip boots. They're hanging on the north wall.
Yes, Mr. Willard. Babe, I don't think you...
Do what I ask you now, Mooney.
Yes, sir, Mr.
Oh, Ben, please, don't try to go out to that island.
If I can find him, I think Chris will listen to me. We used to be pals.
But Ben, if something should happen to
Maybe
you...
there's still time for Chris to help Tad Grafton. If Tad lives, the men won't harm Chris. Yeah, it's pretty plain. It's me who's got to go.
Here's your slipper, Mr. Willard.
Oh.
And your boots.
Oh.
Hey, let me go with
No,
you.
no, Mooney. I'll go alone. Here, hold the coat for me.
Yes, sir. I wish you wouldn't go.
Oh, Ben. Ben, my darling.
Herr Ben, we step in my shack and talk. Step in.
Well, thanks, Leaf. Look, Leaf, I came down here to the wharf to see you because you got the only boat strong enough to make the trip out to Mountain Island in a storm like this.
Why, sir, the Mohammed is good boat. She will go anywhere. She is the most...
I know, Leaf. But are you sure the Mohammed can make the trip in this weather?
Easy as pie, Ben.
Leaf, you got more nerve and you got good sense.
Yeah, when do we go to island?
Right now. No time to waste. The Mohammed's got to go to Mountain Island, but fast. Not a bad little cabin you got here on the island, Chris.
How did you find it?
Oh, I've been walking around this island for almost 2 hours.
What did you come for, Ben?
See you, Chris?
You can't talk me into anything.
We're not going to try. Why? What you mean, Chris?
You came out here to get me to go back and give that Grafton boy a blood transfusion.
Matter of fact, Chris, I guess I did.
Well, I'm not going.
Well, now, what do you think of that?
What are you looking at out the window?
Built your cabin right where you could always have a good look at it when you came out here, huh, Chris?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just looking down there at the beach. Picnic Rock.
I never look at it anymore.
Well, maybe you ought to. Have yourself some mighty nice recollections. Picnic Rock. Well, so what do you know? Guess I'd almost forgotten about it.
Don't talk, Benny. Don't talk.
And we as young fellas, Chris, sure used to do a lot of crazy things, didn't we?
I suppose.
Like when we'd load the girls in that little 2x4 boat I used to own and come over here to the island for outings.
I put all that out of my mind a long time ago.
Gee, old Picnic Rock. Remember, Belle gave it that name.
Don't mention her.
Oh, gosh. Remember sometimes Belle would be your partner and sometimes she'd be
Tell
mine?
me, Ben, don't mention her name. Don't mention her name.
Still think about her, don't you, Chris? Even after all these 14 years.
Well, what if I do?
Chris, Belle made a mistake when she up and married Dave Grafton. Everybody knows that. I guess Belle most of all. But the boy came along after the first year, and Belle stuck it out with Dave on account of Tad. Don't you think so?
Well, that's what I've always told myself.
You know, Dave Grafton was kind of good looking in those days. Just came along and swept Belle off of her feet.
It was all set. Belle and I were going to be married in June.
Yeah.
And I hate Dave Grafton.
Well, I never thought much of him myself, Chris.
And now I'm getting even with him.
Yeah. Letting his boy die.
No, don't put it that way.
Facts are facts. You could save the kid.
No.
Chris, that's the way it is.
No, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is, Chris. It's kind of second-hand murder you're committing.
No.
Right now, this very minute.
Bet I'll go crazy if you keep talking this way.
Chris.
Yeah?
That sick boy belongs to Belle, too. She had him.
Yeah, I know.
Now, if you take a look down there, you can see Leif Anderson's boat bobbing around like a cork on the wave.
I saw it.
I'm leaving now, Chris. There's room on Leif's boat for another passenger.
No.
Well?
No, I won't go back.
I was just thinking, once there was a time in your life when you'd have done as much for Belle.
She was beautiful.
Yeah.
And she... All right, then. I will.
Oh, that's it, Chris. I knew you'd want to make it a little easier for Belle. She's put up with enough from Dave Graffin for 14 years. We gotta save her what little trouble we can.
Hurry, Ben, hurry. I hope in God's name Leif's boat can get me back in time.
Well, Miss Hanover, I must be running along now. I just dropped into your cottage to find out how much I owed you for those phone calls last night.
I won't take a cent of it.
Well, then next time you get the sniffles, call me, and I'll send you some pills. Well, I'll be on my way up to Vernon to see my hospital patients.
But, Doc, you sure you can leave town? I mean, is Tad Grafton out of danger?
Oh, absolutely. It's 8 hours since Pocono gave the transfusion, and Tad's temperature has gone down 5 degrees.
Tad will be all right then?
Yes, he's going to be all right.
Oh, good.
Oh, and Ben, the next time I run across a bull-headed fellow like Chris Pocono, I'll take your advice. I'll let you do the talking.
Yo, now, Doc, you're so tired you're talking silly.
Well, goodbye, Miss Hanover.
Goodbye,
yeah.
Take it easy, Ben.
Yeah, see you.
See you around town.
Oh, Ben, Dr. Lockhart's a fine man. And a good doctor.
Oh, yeah, Doc's swell. Kids in town love him, too. He's the kind of a doctor that when he looks down a little kid's throat, he uses a lollipop for a tongue depressor.
You're kind of all right, too, Ben.
Think so, baby?
Now, Ben, you're tired, too. Stretch out on the davenport there. Put your feet up. Be comfortable.
Well, I think I will as long as you suggest it. Yeah. Oh, gee, this is wonderful. Sit down beside me here, Evie.
Well,
Let me hold your hand.
no.
Please, let me hold it.
No, I said. Ben,
Evie, what do you want old Benny to give you this Christmas?
Ben.
Yeah? Gee, the fireplace is nice.
When you were younger, I'll bet you were a gay blade.
No, I was real sharp. What are you getting at, Evie?
You remember that first letter you wrote me? The one I told you about last night?
Oh, yeah, letter.
The girl you mentioned in it. The only lady you ever cared for before I moved to town.
What do you want for Christmas, baby?
During those last hectic 24 hours, who were you the most concerned about?
Concerned about? Well, the sick kid, Tad Grafton, of course.
Ben,
Yeah?
take my hand.
Sure. Gee, you got such a nice soft hand, honey.
Now, tell me the truth.
Evie, you got some kind of womanly intuition.
Am I right? You really like her?
Oh, now, Evie, can I help it if I used to be in love with Belle? That is before Chris Pocono stole her affections from me.
Chris did.
Yeah, and that was before charming Dave Grafton came along, took her away from both of us and married her.
Oh, Ben. You sweet, darling, wonderful old faker.
Faker? Yeah, faker. Evie, don't leave me. Keep holding my hand.
Hey, Ben.
Ain't I the one?
let the beauty of Christmas carols enrich your holidays. As a season's greeting to all Point Sublime listeners, the John Hancock Mutual Life Insurance Company offers you a free booklet containing many favorite Christmas carols, both words and music, together with the story of Christmas carols since olden times. To get this attractive illustrated free booklet, simply address a postcard or letter to Point Sublime, Hollywood, California. Write your name and address clearly, ask for the booklet of Christmas carols, and you will receive it absolutely free of charge. Yes, that's all you need to do. Simply address your postcard or letter to Point Sublime, Hollywood, California, for your free copy of the booklet of Christmas carols. Why not send for this booklet now while it's on your mind? This is Art Gilmore saying next Monday night at this same time, tune in again to Point Sublime. And don't forget to send for your free booklet of Christmas carols. Good night.
This program was transcribed from its earlier network release. Listen again next week, same time, same station for Point Sublime. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
Transcribed from an earlier network broadcast.
What's the name?
John Hancock.
What's the program?
Point Sublime.
Point Sublime. Presented by the John Hancock Mutual Life Insurance Company. Starring Cliff Arquette and Mel Blanc, Point Sublime is written and produced by Robert L. Red. Point Sublime. In just a moment, we'll bring you the human story of a fellow named Ben Willett. But first, meet your John Hancock agent.
Christmas Eve, 85 years ago, on candlelit Beacon Hill in Boston, the first John Hancock policy was written on the life of its first agent. And on every Christmas Eve since, that simple act of faith has become increasingly significant, as life insurance does its part in making secure the spirit of Christmas which dwells in every happy home. With a humble sense of our great responsibility to help make the Christmas message all over America ring more true, the John Hancock Company wishes all of its policyholders and friends a very Merry Christmas.
Now for the human story of a fellow named Ben Willett. Tonight's story opens on the early evening of December 23rd. During the afternoon, the thinnest layer of powdery snow fell to cover the little town of Point Sublime. But a serious scarlet fever epidemic has put a lull in the holiday spirit. Ben Willett, bundled in a heavy jacket and a red stocking cap, is in front of his store counting the row of unsold Christmas trees.
22, 23. Man, didn't sell many.
Eddie. Oh, Ben. That you?
What's the matter, Howie?
Just saw Doc Lockhart. Ezzy Latham was down with scarlet fever.
Oh, too bad. Well, she won't be able to play the organ concert at the community church Christmas afternoon.
No, and that concert was to be a formal presentation of my pipe organ to the town.
Oh, too bad. You know, I just can't get the Christmas spirit this year, Howie.
How's Mooney?
Oh, he's still in bed in the back motel room. Can't tell whether it's scarlet fever he's coming down with or just the flu.
Hope it's the flu. Say, that's Miss Evelyn in the store there.
Yeah, I got to get back in there and help her. She's looking through the stock for some wax candles. She always burns a candle in her window at Christmas. Let's go inside.
Just a minute, Ben. I want to show you something. Here, I'll get it out of my inside pocket. Sent back to Tiffany's in New York for it. See? My Christmas present for Evelyn.
Why, doggone you, Howie McBriar.
Platinum wristwatch set with diamonds.
But I'm giving Evie a wristwatch.
You are?
Well, certainly. I bought it over there in Saul's jewelry store a month ago. Of course, it isn't platinum. It's just gold. It doesn't have diamonds on it. It's just plain.
Well, maybe you can take yours back, Benny.
Well, I'll do no such thing. You can take yours back or lose it or anything you want. Damon and Pythias.
Well, we can't give her two watches, Ben. Maybe we ought to draw a straw.
I'm giving Evie my watch. Hey, what's this old sedan just pulled up?
Must be a tourist.
That fellow ought to have an overcoat.
Is this the store?
Yeah, do something for you?
Do you have a stove in there? A stove with an oven?
Sure, why?
I've got 2 bricks in this flour sack. I want to reheat them. They're cold again. 2 bricks? Now, please, hurry. She's cold. It might be serious for her. Come on. Where's your stove?
Yeah, in the back.
Oh, hello, Howie.
How are you, Evelyn?
Yeah, that way, mister.
My poor wife's lying in the back seat of the car out there. We're trying to make it to Bakersfield in time. That's where her folks live.
Well, who on earth was that, Howie?
Don't know. He just drove up. Somebody must be sick.
Said his wife. Oh, the phone.
Yeah, I better answer it for Ben.
You better, yes.
Okay, I'll get it, Howie.
Oh,
Evie, put your coat on. Get out to that car, stand in front.
What?
A woman in the back seat.
what's wrong with her, Ben?
Well, she needs to talk to another woman. Yes. Now, Evie, get out to the car.
Yes, Ben, right away.
Hello. Ben Wilster, Monty, we got everything. Who? Oh, hello, Doc Lockhart. Yeah, Doc, what's up? Oh, is it necessary? You do? Yeah, well, I'll put a notice on my bulletin board outside the store right away. Yeah, goodbye, Doc. Oh, dear.
What's wrong, Benny?
Scarlet fever's worse. County health officer just ordered Doc Lockhart to close up the town.
Really? Oh, then we couldn't have dedicated my new organ Christmas afternoon anyway.
Ben, Howie, come out here. The woman's in terrible pain.
What's the matter with her?
Oh, don't be so dumb, Howie. She's expecting a baby.
Oh? Well, I'll get a husband.
Mister?
Come on, Ben.
Yes, Evie.
Poor thing, she's so cold.
Now, we'll put her in the front motel cabin.
I doubt if they have any money.
Well, who cares? Quiet. Here. Hello in here.
Where's my husband?
He'll be right out.
Mr. Willett is putting you in one of his motel cabins.
But we can't afford it.
It's snowing again. You simply can't drive home tonight.
No, I suppose not.
Here, let me help you out. Take my arm. Easy now. Easy.
You're very good people.
And up the path here. Cabin number 1.
Up these 2 steps. Yeah, that's it.
Evie, I better go call Doc Lockhart and tell him come right over.
Yes, Ben, hurry. Here, let me help you off with your coat, Mrs. I don't know your name.
Madge. Mrs. Raines. Mrs. Oliver Raines. You may have heard of my husband's name in the past.
I think you ought to stay, Doc.
Don't tell me what to do, Ben. I've got 12 scarlet fever cases to call on yet tonight.
I brought my big closed sedan over, Doc. You're tired. I'm going to be your chauffeur tonight.
Well, I am tired. That's good of you, Mr. McGrath.
I think you ought to stay here, Doctor. She's my wife. She's going to have a baby. I can't pay you now. I told you that, but I'll pay you someday. You just have to stay.
Ben, see that Mr. Raines take those 2 little yellow pills that I left for him, will you?
Yes,
I don't want any pills. I want to keep awake and see that my wife gets the care she needs.
Mr. Raines, in 34 years of practice, I've delivered over 1,200 babies. I know what I'm doing.
Yes, but if anything happens to Madge, I don't...
Miss Hanover's with her. When I'm needed, call. I'll be right over.
Yes, Doc.
I wanted to get her to Bakersfield where her people live.
Well, she shouldn't be riding around in an auto. Some men never realize. Why, a woman who's about to have a baby is as delicate as a fine
Well,
watch.
what could I do? I'm broke. I had to try to get her to her relatives.
Take those pills, Mr. Raines.
Benny, the doctor speaking of watches reminds me. I don't want to carry this expensive Christmas present that I have for Evelyn around tonight. Here, Ben. What didn't you see? I'll pick it up tomorrow. Well, here.
Yeah, sure, Howie, if you want. Howie, I wish you'd send this watch back and get yourself a refund.
I am giving it to Evelyn Hanover for Christmas, I said.
Oh, yeah?
Shall we go now, Doctor?
You wait here a minute, McGuire. I want to drop back to the rear hotel and see Mooney.
Right.
Hello, Doc. Here I am.
Mooney, you been eavesdropping at the storeroom door?
Well, I just happened to be
I
up.
thought I told Ben Willett to keep you in bed.
I just remembered something. I got up to come in and put the key into the cash register back in the till. See, I forgot I had it in my pants pocket.
Well, put in the register and go back to bed.
Yes, sir. There. See, Mr. Willett sure trusts me with things.
Never mind.
Wait a minute. Let me look at your tongue, Mooney. Stick it out here.
Yeah, yes, sir. How's that?
He's got a tongue like a blacksmith's apron.
Well, he'll be okay. A little flu's all. Go back to bed and stay there.
Yeah, get, Mooney, get.
Yes, sir.
With that money.
Come on, McBride. You're going to do a chauffeuring job for me.
You bet, Doctor.
First, we'll go to Pagan's. They're all sick up there.
Well, take it easy, Doc.
Take it easy, he said.
Well, when I was about 24 or so, and a big shot, making a lot of money and just married. Never thought this could happen to me. Now I'm dead broke. No money.
Here. Sit down, Mr. Raines.
Thank you.
That's right. What's that you said about being a big shot once?
Oh, not really a big shot, but people across the country in the big cities, well, they knew Oliver Raines.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do?
I was an MC.
MC? Oh, you mean the master of ceremonies, like in a theater?
Yeah, that's it.
Uh-huh.
It was during the heydays of Fanchon Marco, Keith Albee, Orpheum Circuit.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the big stage show?
Sure. So you was an MC, huh?
Uh-huh. They billed me as Oliver Raines, the personality organist.
You mean you played the pipe organ?
Uh-huh. I used to MC the stage shows right from the console of the organ.
Yeah.
Yes, that was almost 10 years ago. A lot can happen in 10 years. When I was at the top, I married Madge, made big money. Then I spent it. I gave it away. I thought I'd always be doing all right.
Well, don't use many theater organists now, do they?
No, I haven't touched an organ manual for, 7 years.
Why not?
You looked at my hands?
No.
Take a look at them.
Oh.
Coarse, knotted. See this middle finger on my left hand?
Yeah, crooked, bent up. What happened?
Working as a day laborer, a timber fell. Tendon in this finger was crushed.
Oh.
No, I'll never play the organ again.
It's the holiday season. I'm pretty busy here in my store. Say, I'll hire you as a clerk till after the first of the year.
Oh, no, that's charity. You don't need help.
Well, now, wait a minute. You think I can run a big establishment like this all alone during the holidays? Everybody's buying and bringing stuff back? Either I hire you or I hire somebody else. How about it?
Well, okay.
Good. Come on, let's look around. Now, most everything has a price mark right on it. Anybody comes in to buy something says charge it, well, I guess you just have to charge it. Yeah. Here, now look here.
What?
This my cash register. You know how to run a cash register, don't you?
Well, I suppose.
Well, now this is the no sale button. And then there's buttons for groceries, hardware, dry goods, one for miscellaneous.
Do you check your cash during the day?
Huh?
I said you check your...
Oh, gosh, I almost forgot. Cut this little package here. Howie asked me to put it in the safe. And don't want to bother to open the safe now. I'll just put it here in the receipt drawer here.
Will it fit?
I think so. Small. Yeah, it fits. I'll put it in the safe later tonight. It's a platinum watch my rival has given my girlfriend. As he burned me up. There. Now, you see, canned goods are all up here. The bread. That's right. Oh, Aaron Saw.
Danny, my boy.
Hello, Aaron. What are you doing around so late tonight?
Oh, tonight I'm all excited. There's nobody in the store, isn't there?
Well, nobody but Mr. Raines here. Mr. Raines, meet Aaron Saw.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Ben, could I show you a little surprise I've just made in my jewelry store?
What you got, Aaron?
Only tonight I finally got the engraving finished. Look.
Well, let's see. Oh, a little silver plate.
Solid silver, Ben. It's a gift to the people. You know what it is? Here, read what I engraved on it.
Yeah. This pipe organ donated to the community of Point Sublime by Howard J. McBriar, Christmas 1947.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful engraving, Aaron.
Thank you.
Well, what you going to do with it?
Well, it's going to be my little Christmas present to the community this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go over tomorrow and tack it onto the console of that pipe organ the good Mr. McBriar gave our little town.
Oh, it's very nice, Aaron. Of course, you didn't know Howie McBriar sent back east to New York to buy a watch for a certain lady. I mean, he didn't buy it here in town at your store.
So, Beth, does everybody in town buy groceries from you?
Well...
Ben, please.
What is it, Harry?
It's time to call Dr. Lockhart.
Oh, what's that? Does my wife feel all right?
Oh, I think the baby will be here soon, Mr. Raines.
A baby?
Ben, call the doctor. Get him right over.
Yeah, I'll be right away.
Well, the baby is coming?
Operator.
Baby, huh? Wonderful.
Operator Ben Willett. Locate Doc Lockhart for me fast. Yeah, I'll wait.
One man gives a great pipe organ to the town. Somebody else gives a little silver nameplate. People give watches and presents. Yeah.
Yo, Doc, Ben. Yeah, come right over. Yeah, okay.
But some woman...
He'll be right over.
Good.
Some wonderful woman is giving her husband a child for a Christmas present. What a gift. For Christmas, a baby.
It is almost midnight, and in the pleasant home of Webster Tyler, Point Sublime's John Hancock insurance agent, Webb is sitting alone at the writing desk in the living room. A desk lamp shedding its gentle glow on the Christmas tree beside him. And on the page of the letter he is writing to his beloved wife, Helen, Webb is saying,
Helen, my darling, it's Christmas time again. There are many things I'd like to say to you. I'll try to set a few of them down tonight. First, I love you, Helen. And I adore the wonderful kids you've given us. You're doing a fine job of bringing them up. And I know they'll turn out the way we hope. Christmas time is the time for presents. I kind of splurged this year. 2 presents for you. When you read this, you will have seen your car. I wanted to buy you a new 1947 model, but, well, they're a little expensive. So I got you the 42 Ford and had them polish it within an inch of its life. The second present you'll find in your top left-hand dresser drawer, tied up with a red ribbon, and a piece of holly I snitched from Tom Ulrich's yard next door. If you think I'm a practical old fool for going overboard and signing up for it, for you and the kids, you're right. I am a practical old fool, but believe me, Helen, and I'm an insurance man who sold himself. That new policy I just took out to protect you and the boys may come in mighty handy some Christmas in the future. Some Christmas neither of us care to think about now. God bless you, Helen. Merry Christmas. Now I'll just sign it with a little flourish. With love, your husband, Webb.
Now, part 2 of Point Sublime. It is 20 minutes past 8 o'clock on Christmas Eve. Last night, a baby girl was born to the rains. Things have been busy around the store all day. However, a few minutes ago this evening, Ben Willett telephoned Evelyn Hanover, and she came right off.
Evie, see if these are the kind of candles you was looking for yesterday. I found them on the top shelf.
Exactly, Ben. But only 2 of them.
You say you're going to put them in your window?
Why, don't you know about the Wayfarer's candle on Christmas Eve, Ben?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's an old custom based on a legend from the Middle Ages.
Yeah?
It's about a poor widow who wanted to do something for humanity. She used her last penny to buy a candle.
Oh, seems I've heard the story.
She lived on a lonely road that was hard to travel. On Christmas Eve, she put the candle in her window to guide travelers. But the light brought a treacherous murderer to her cottage.
Oh, I remember now, yeah.
Just when he was about to kill her, so he could steal a little locket she wore, the room suddenly seemed to be filled with a strange light.
It was a candle?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of flame at the top of the wick, there seemed to be a tiny star, and it shone on the murderer, and he was made a good man. That was the legend.
Well, I guess some people think a Wayfarer's candle can still bring goodness even today.
It can.
What? Oh, now, Evie.
Well, I like to think so.
Yeah, but you're talking about miracles now.
I know.
Oh, now cut it out. You're kidding, Evie. You don't believe in miracles today.
I've never seen one. Well, I'm going home now, put the candle in my window. And you know, Ben, I think I'll stop by and put one in the window of our little church. The church will be so dark tonight.
Yeah, no midnight service kind of the epidemic. Evie, I guess this is the time now.
The time? For what?
to give you your Christmas present.
Oh, now, you didn't go and spend a lot of money, Ben.
Not as much as some fellas did. I hope you like what I got for you, just as much as what somebody else got the same thing of. Only his is a lot more costly. I mean...
What are you talking about, Ben?
Well, here, Evie. Put it on your tree, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hurry, come on in.
Oh, goodness, I must run along.
Evelyn, I'm dropping by your house a little later this evening. Want to leave a little something for you. Christmas gift.
Well, Sandy left little packages over at my house for you and Ben, both.
Bless his jolly old soul.
Well, see you boys later this evening.
Oh, yeah.
Later.
You bet.
Ben, I was up all last night driving Doc Lockhart around. Slept all day, so I didn't get over to pick up my little package.
Huh?
You know, Evelyn's watch that I had you put in your safe last night.
Oh, doggone, I never did get that watch put in the safe.
You didn't? Where is it?
In the cash register till. Didn't put my cash away last night either. We're so busy around here. Here, I'll get your shiny little piece of glitter for you. I've already given Evie the watch she's getting from me.
Yeah, but wait till she sees mine with the diamonds in it. Well?
Howie, it's gone.
Gone?
But I saw the package in the till not over an hour ago.
Ben, give me that watch. I don't like jokes like this. I'm getting mad, Ben.
But, Howie, believe me, it's gone.
Who goes into your register beside yourself? Nobody.
Well, just Mooney.
Are you trying to accuse that boy of stealing?
No, of course not,
I
but...
could expect a dirty little trick like this from you.
Oh, now, Howie.
Trying to pretend my watch was stolen so I can't give it to Miss Evelyn.
Please, Howie, we're friends. This is Christmas.
Are you going to give me that watch?
Howie, think what you want. If you've got such an evil mind, the watch is gone.
Oh, Madge, darling, I hated to tell you at a time like this, but we never had any secrets.
You have to put the watch back, Olive. That's stealing.
You know, I've never stolen anything in my whole life. Madge, I'll drive back to that town of Vernon. This is Christmas Eve. I'll go to some cocktail bar where there's a crowd, and I'll sell the watch.
You mustn't. This isn't like you, Oliver.
I'm desperate now, Madge. I'll come back someday and repay Mr. Willett. I'm going now, Madge.
Oliver, do this for me.
What?
Go outside where the air is cold. Take a walk around in the snow for half an hour and try to think, Oliver. You can't do anything like this. I won't let you.
Well, all right, Madge. I'm a failure. I'm broke. I have to go sell this watch. I have to. What's this? It's a little church. They have a candle burning in the window. I wonder what kind of a church it is. It's difficult to see. Point Sublime Community Church. All denominations welcome. I keep looking over at that candle in the window. It burns so bright, and it's like a magnet. Oh, no, it's just my curiosity. I'll just go inside for a moment and see. Nice and warm. Strange. Now I'm a thief with a stolen watch in my pocket. I'm standing here in church. That candle. It's fleeing. Sometimes it flickers. It seems like a tiny, brilliant star. I think I'll warm my hands of it. Here, I'll put this little package on the windowsill. Warm my hands. Ah, yes. It sends out such a warmth for one little candle. What's this? I can't believe it. My hands. It's almost like some miracle. They're soft and smooth again. And my crooked finger. I can move it. What's happened? Well, perhaps I could play the organ once again. Oh, there must be an organ in this church. I'll go try to play.
Oh, Ben, Howie, here you stand in my cottage on Christmas Eve, and you two have quarreled.
I didn't think Ben would stoop so low.
Oh, why try to convince him?
And I just won't have you ask Mooney about such a thing.
Yeah, I dread it.
Ben, when I opened your package a while ago, I was so surprised. The little gold wristwatch is beautiful. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
The one I had for you was platinum, set with diamonds.
I don't think I'd want a gift from you now, Howie.
I don't know what to think.
I'm going home. First, I'm stopping by the church. Worried about that candle you left burning there, Evie. Might catch on a curtain, start a fire.
Oh, goodness, Ben, I'm going with you. I'll get my coat.
I'm going over to the country club, have a highball, and go home and go to bed.
You're coming with us, Howie. I want you boys to get this horrible misunderstanding straightened out tonight.
Oh, all right. But I'll come along with you two. Let's go.
Mama. She's sleepy. I think I'll put on my overcoat and rubbers and walk over to the church. Nobody will be there now. I'll put the little engraved silver plate on the organ console tonight. Maybe it's best nobody knows just who it came from. Schluff gesund, Ray. I'll come back real soon, Mama.
Oh, so many calls to make yet tonight, so many people sick. I almost feel too tired to go on with my work. First Christmas Eve, I haven't gone to church. Maybe I'll just drop in now and sit alone and rest for a few minutes.
I can almost make the fingers work. Let me see. Is this instrument a chrysoglide? Ah, yes. Here's the tablet. Did I hear someone's voice? Did someone come in the church? No, I guess not. My hands, they feel so limber again. Do I dare to play the whole organ? I feel so warm. And that candle keeps shining so brightly. Yes, I will try to play. I can still play. My fingers look as knotted as ever. The middle finger still has its crook, but I can play.
Such beautiful music.
Ben,
Yes, Howie.
I was wrong. I know now. Please forgive me.
Forgive me, Howie.
Evelyn, you forgive me, too. If the watch is found, I'll send it back.
Mr. Willett,
What?
in the seat right behind you.
And what are you doing here, Morty?
You're supposed to stay in bed.
Oh, I'm all bundled up. I feel good, Doc, honest. I just had to come over here, too. Gee, isn't the music pretty?
Yeah. Mooney, kid,
No, Ben, don't.
No, Ben.
Gee, what is it?
Oliver Rain stopped playing. This music. The voices of angels singing down to us.
He's heard us.
Mr. Willett,
Yes, Oliver.
back on the windowsill beside the candle, you'll find a little package. I was going...
Never mind, Oliver.
After I came in here, something happened to me. I don't know what.
You see, Ben, just as I told you, it's a miracle. A modern miracle. The Wayfarer's candle.
Strange. I seem to have a new strength to carry on with my work and seek tonight. Ben, maybe you'll play a little more in the West, huh?
Yes, Aaron. Oliver, would you play just once more?
Why, yes, and then I must get back to Madge. I have something to tell her. Yes, I'll play. Just once more. Who knows, maybe I'll never be able to play again after this night. It's all so very strange.
Miracles are always strange.
The voices of the heavenly choir. Angels weeping tears of joy.
Evie.
Yes, Ben.
Evie, Howie, Mooney, Aaron, Doc Lockhart, everybody.
Yes, Ben.
Well, you know, just Merry Christmas. Yeah. Merry Christmas to everybody. God bless you all.
Tonight, John Hancock agents throughout America join with us in wishing to each of you and to your families a very Merry Christmas.
The preceding program came to you transcribed. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company. It's 8:30 at KECA. It's time.
This is ABC, the
Point Sublime, starring Cliff Arquette and Mel Blanc, and written and produced by Robert L. Red. Point Sublime. In just a moment, we'll bring you the human story of a fellow named Ben Willett. First, we'd like you to meet your John Hancock agent.
Friends, there's a lot more to New Year's than just turning in your old calendar for a new one. There's a fresh start and a challenge to clear up some of those problems you've let slide. For instance, if you've been worrying about what would happen to your loved ones should anything happen to you, this is the time to settle that problem in a practical way. Now, your wife and children would surely need a year or more to readjust themselves if they should ever have to get along without your support. And it would certainly take at least as much money as you now make in a year to tide them over that difficult period. Now, that makes sense, doesn't it? And so does that John Hancock plan, which provides life insurance for just such an emergency. Ask your friendly John Hancock agent about it. You may be surprised when you learn how little it costs to provide for your loved ones. Remember, the man to help you with this mighty important problem is the John Hancock agent in your community. You'll find him a real friend in need.
Now for the human story of a fellow named Ben Willett. It is the early evening of December 30th in Point Sublime, the night before New Year's Eve. Evelyn Hanover's cottage, and Evelyn is obviously annoyed. Outside on the front porch, August Moon is taking down decorations, and in the living room, Ben Willett is following Evie's orders to dismantle her Christmas tree.
Don't just stand there, Ben. Get to work.
Well, I'm old-fashioned. I think a Christmas tree should stay up until after New Year's.
Don't say New Year's to me. I've never spent such a dull, dreary holiday season in my life. No parties, no anything.
Well, there was an epidemic in town. Now, don't worry, we have a big date tomorrow night. New Year's Eve. Lots of fun. I'm taking you to the Midnight Movie Frolic.
Midnight movie. How simply thrilling.
Well, they're going to have bingo.
Not really.
Sure, they're giving away a 99-piece China dinner set.
Why not a 100-piece dinner set?
The theater manager's clumsy. He dropped the gravy boat. You didn't like that one, huh, baby?
I swear, Ben Willett. Sometimes I think you haven't the slightest idea how to entertain a lady.
Now, hold on, Evie.
2 weeks before the holidays, I bought a brand new formal dress with a new look, and I haven't been given the opportunity to wear it once. Not once. Get up on that chair. Take the ornaments off my Christmas tree. Oh, I'm so cross.
Now, wait a minute. Some of you women get spoiled. What's wrong with going to a midnight movie on New Year's Eve? Well, they're showing a brand new picture at the Sycamore Theater tomorrow night.
Oh, yes? Such as which?
The Scarlet Vessel.
Never heard of it.
Well, maybe it's called the Red Ship.
The Red Ship? Who stars in it?
I don't know, but it's based on the original writings of a man named Omer Khayyam.
Are you sure? The Scarlet Vessel? The Red Ship?
Oh, I remember now. It's the Ruby Yacht.
Get up on that chair and take those tree ornaments off.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, I found this box out in your garage, Miss Hangover. Hanover. Hey, will it do for the ornaments and stuff, huh?
Oh, that's fine, Mooney.
Yeah, set it on that table there, kid.
Yes, sir, Mr. Willett.
Won't you sit down, Mooney?
Oh, gee, no thanks, Miss Hanover. I've been roller skating all afternoon, and I'm tired of sitting down.
Oh, stop it, Mooney. You haven't been skating at all.
Well, I gotta go.
Mooney, why do you keep wrinkling up your forehead? You look silly doing that.
Well, it's the cold weather, and my old sinus trouble is back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does it hurt much?
Yeah, I got tantrums in my antrums.
Where are you going, Mooney?
I'm going over to my motel cabin. I'm staying in tonight. I'm going to write and thank everybody who sent me a Christmas present. Say, did I tell you I got a Christmas card from my cousin in Des Moines, Iowa? It came this morning. It was late.
Yeah. If you're going to go. I'll see you later, huh?
He's the cousin that sold the fire extinguishers and all kinds of stuff to put out fires.
I am not interested. We got to take the tree down.
He wrote a message on the back of the Christmas card. He just lost his job.
I don't care what happened. He lost his job. How?
The place he worked for burned down.
Okay, kid.
Good night, Mooney.
Oh, that boy.
Now, you've stalled long enough. Get up on that chair and take the tinsel star off the top of the tree first.
I'm almost afraid to climb up. Heat rises to the ceiling. I might get the vapors.
Well, if you won't, I will. Let me up on that chair.
Now, wait a minute. Can't you see I'm starting? I'll roll my sleeves up. There. Two nice, brawny, bare arms ready to wreck your tree.
You talk too much.
Hey, these tree light bulbs are hot. I better turn them off.
No, leave them on, Ben.
But they're awful hot. Just like little colored branding irons hanging on the branches around where I'm working.
Leave them on, I say. You know what's wrong with this Christmas we've just had.
What?
Reach up and get that star down.
Yes, ma'am.
The trouble was us. You and me and Howie.
No.
It was. We didn't do a single thing, not one thing in the name of charity. And you mark my words, Ben Willett, we'll pay for it.
Oh, don't be superstitious, Evie.
We didn't take any baskets to the poor. We didn't visit one of my favorite and most deserving cares, the charity wards of the county hospital in Vernon. Ben!
There, I got the star.
Ben, look out, your arm.
Oh, I burned my bare arm.
Oh, Ben. You dropped my star ornament.
Well, what about me? I burned my arm on that doggone red light there. Get the arnica salve, Evie. There's some butter. No, butter's too expensive. Get the arnica. Oh, hurry.
This is probably one of your punishments for failing to do something for the charity patients at the Vernon County Hospital.
No, it burns. Go get some arnica.
You can just wait.
Wait?
You've made me wait all through the holidays. And now what do I get? A midnight movie for New Year's Eve.
Get the arnica.
Who's that?
Oh, how should I know? A visitor. Get the arnica and then answer the door.
No, I'll get the door first.
Pick him up, sister.
Oh!
Don't move, kid. I want your jewels and gold.
I have no gold. Ben, don't stand there like an idiot. Save me. This is a holdup.
Yo, Howie, cut it out. Anybody'd know it was you.
Oh, Howie, why did you do that? You scared me to death.
Sorry, Evelyn. Just a gag.
Well, come on in.
Huh. Some gag pretending to be a gunman.
Just wanted to give Evelyn a thrill. You heard about it, of course.
Heard about what?
You're kidding. You heard about it, Ben.
Don't know what you're talking about, Howie.
Oh, then my little practical joke didn't mean anything. Thought everybody knew. The whole town's buzzing about the sensation.
About what?
What's so sensational?
Killer Meade passed through Point Sublime tonight.
Who's Killer Meade?
Why, the newspapers have had stories about him for 2 weeks.
Oh, wait. You mean that St. Louis gangster who's supposed to kill 5 people came through our town?
Sure. Killer Meade.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
About 6:30 tonight, he dropped into Alvin Green's barber shop just as Alvin was closing.
Oh, dear. I'm going to bolt the windows.
Alvin shaved him, and the killer gave Alvin a $20 tip and left.
What'd Alvin do?
Faded dead away.
Alvin was scared of shaving Killer Meade, huh?
That's not what scared him.
What did?
Well, so when Alvin came to, he said he had never had such a shock. He said Killer Meade looked enough like Ben Willett to be Ben's twin brother.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah. Killer Meade looks like me.
That's what Alvin said.
Oh, that's wonderful. Ben looks like a criminal.
I do not.
Killer Dilla Willett.
Yo, shut up, Panhandle. Evie, will you or will you not get some arnica? Now, please, my arm.
Yes, I suppose it does hurt you. I'll go get you some.
Too bad you got burned, Benny. Which one?
My favorite arm. The one I eat with.
Want to see something, Benny?
What?
These. Place is practically sold out. My table is right next to the dance floor, reserved. See? 2 hunks of golden pasteboard to the grand opening of the new Pink Zebra Room on top of the Hotel Vernon. New Year's Eve.
How much?
$22.50 a couple.
Did you pay that for just 2 tickets?
Well, certainly. I blew myself. I figured you haven't entertained Evelyn any during the holidays.
Oh, I got a date with her for New Year's Eve.
Yeah, but you got a date with her.
Sure, midnight movie.
Oh. Well, Evelyn's had a very dull holiday, Ben.
Yeah?
Give up your date with her. Let me take her to the Pink Zebra Room.
Definitely not.
Ben?
Yeah?
Ben, I've got the hot pack with the arnica on it. Here, hold your arm out.
Mm.
It may burn at first. It'll serve you right.
Nah, don't put that hot thing on my arm.
If you had any heart, you'd make a decent holiday donation to our county hospital in Vernon. Here.
Well, Howie just paid $22.50 for the year. Oh, that's hot.
Are you sure that you have a date with Ben tomorrow evening, Evelyn?
Yes, I am. A date is a date. A bargain is a bargain.
You tell him, Evie.
Well, I'm sorry, Howard. I can't go with you. I have a date for a New Year's Eve midnight movie. Hold that hot pack on your arm, Ben Willett.
Yes, ma'am.
But now Ben will be laid up with his burned arm. Break your date with him and don't go with Killer Willett.
Where'd he get that stuff, Killer Willett?
Evie, Killer Willett won't spend any money on his lady friend New Year's Eve.
Who's Killer Willett?
What?
Well, who's Killer Willett?
I am, sir. Is that a gun?
Yeah. All I want to know is... Hey, let me take a look at you, Bub. Step out here.
Me?
Yeah, you. Step out in the light.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Shut up.
Don't shoot Ben with that gun.
Let him. Then we can go to the Pink Zebra Room.
Look, you just shut your mouth, Texas.
Yeah, tell him, Killer Meade.
That goes for you, too, Bub.
Sorry.
Well, I didn't ever think I'd run into such a perfect setup. The barber told me when he came to that there was a fellow in this town who looked just like me.
You got blue eyes, too.
Yeah, same as yours. You're my height, too.
Yeah.
Complexion, hair, hands. Very convenient.
Convenient?
Yeah. I'm glad we met, Bub. If the law insists, one of us can hang.
Hang? One of us? Small world.
Don't be funny, Bub. Hey, who's that?
I don't know.
I'll go see.
Yeah, let him in. I love company.
Stand where you are. Look, I'm going out the back way. You'll wait till you hear that door close.
Oh, dear. He does look like me.
He sure does, Benny.
What if I should get hung by mistake for Killer Meade's many murders? Oh, dear. Laws. Dearie. Killer's gone now.
I'm afraid to answer the door now.
Well, I'm brave. I'm from Texas. I'll answer the door.
Well, what do you want?
Yeah, why didn't somebody let me in?
Thank heaven. Oh, come in fast. Close the door.
Yeah, sure. Gee, why does everybody look so white?
Never mind.
Mooney, please, sit down. Have a cookie, some candy,
Yes, ma'am.
spice of milk.
Oh, thanks.
An old-fashioned.
Huh?
Oh, what am I saying? Oh, dear, I'm so upset.
We just had a very bad experience.
Well, you have what?
Oh.
Well, let's not talk about it. Evelyn's nervous.
What happened?
Evelyn, I still say you should go with me tomorrow evening.
I can't, Howie.
No, sir. She's going with old Benny Boy, her beau. Yes, sir. We'll have a peachy time. Oh, dear. Midnight movie. The Gay Life.
We'll see about tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll see.
In just a few moments, we'll bring you part 2 of Point Sublime.
Say, Art,
Yes, Webb?
are you making any New Year's resolutions this year?
Oh, but definitely, Webster. I'm going to swear off getting up early on Saturday mornings and picking on guys who are bigger than I am.
Oh, yeah? Well, I guess that's the easiest kind of New Year's resolutions to make it that. The kind that means swearing off unpleasant things. But, friends, seriously, that reminds me of one unpleasant thing you can swear off by making up your mind to it right here and now. And that unpleasant thing is worry. The worry a father sometimes gets, for instance, when he isn't saving as much money as he'd like to. Enough to take care of his loved ones if they should ever have to get along without his support. Why not ask your friendly John Hancock agent about the John Hancock readjustment plan that would provide your wife and children with the money they'd need? What a big difference it could make to the future of your loved ones. Remember, 1 out of every 9 people who carry life insurance in this country have placed it with the John Hancock Mutual Life Insurance Company. And their faith in John Hancock is your assurance of getting the right protection for your needs.
Now, part 2 of Point Sublime. It is the next day, December 31st, the last day of the year. Ben Willett, accompanied by Howie McBriar, has driven up to the nearby town of Vernon. They're in the lobby of the Vernon County Hospital.
Yes, sir, Howie. Evelyn Hanover's right. This is my last chance to do a charitable deed this year.
You're really giving our county hospital a check, Benny?
Yep, positively. $22.50. Just the exact amount I might have spent foolishly going to the Pink Zebra Room tonight. Yeah. Wonder which office I go to make my donation.
Benny, sometimes you don't treat Evelyn right.
Oh, now, is that so?
Dr. Kent's call. Surgery. Dr. Kent's call. Surgery.
Oh, just like Woman in White.
Pardon me a minute, Benny. Going to walk over here to these 2 interns. Ask them about the time.
But I got the time, Howie.
Never mind, Benny. I guess you 2 interns are the ones the hospital superintendent said down here to meet me.
What?
Nobody sent us to meet anybody. We're male nurses.
I'm from the sheriff's office. I don't like to leave killer meat sitting around here in the lobby alone.
Killer meat?
Sure, right over there.
That's Killer Meat? Oh, yeah, I saw his picture in the paper.
Yeah, the killer. What's he doing here in Vernon County Hospital?
Bad bullet burn on his right forearm. You boys put him in a room, get his clothes off, and take his clothes with you.
Well, sure, whatever you say, Deputy.
Get him in bed. Give him the full hospital treatment.
Is he hard to handle?
Maybe at first. Now get going, boys. Get him to bed. I'll check with the floor nurse later tonight. You keep him here.
Okay, Deputy.
If killer protests, just put a half Nelson on him and carry him away. Get going, boys. I got to beat it back to police headquarters.
Right. Come on, Jack. We can handle it.
Hello.
Hello.
Stand up.
Stand up?
Yes, stand up.
Hey, where'd my friend disappear to, Howie?
Never mind. Come on, Killer. We're taking you.
Killer?
We know who you are. Don't pull anything funny. You're coming peacefully.
You come one step closer to me, and I'll let you have it right where you live.
Grab him, Mac.
I gotta
get hold of his feet.
You monkeys, don't put me down or I'll...
Carry him again.
I said put me down or I'll...
We'll take him down to room 304. That's the room with the padded walls and the bars on the window.
Dr. Kent call
Where are you taking the clothes, boys?
Outside for safekeeping, killer. We don't want you running away.
Look, I'm not Killer Meade.
No, and we're not Dr. Kildare. Put this bed jacket on.
No. Looks like a flour sack.
Put this bed jacket on, we'll bring you a straight jacket.
Well, I am kind of naked. You got my clothes. Got to put something on before I freeze.
May I come in?
Hey, get that female out of here. I never played September morning before. Now get out of here, girl.
Just a minute, nurse. Here, get this jacket on.
Yeah.
Now, pull up the covers, killer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nurse. You come in now.
We'll have to give him this.
Oh, naturally.
Oh, no, not that. Anything but that.
Orders. We give all our new patients castor oil in this hospital. Open your mouth.
No. Oh, no. No.
And now my best pearl studs for my dress shirt. I'll cut quite a figure with Evelyn tonight at the Pink Zebra Room.
Here, I got it for you, Mr. McBee, Mr. McBee.
Oh, the carnation.
Here, I went over to Mrs. Ingram's hothouse. The biggest white carnation she had in bloom.
Wonderful, a beauty. Keep the change, Mooney.
Oh, gee, thanks. A nickel. See, where's Mr. Willett?
Mr. Willett? Put the carnation in my buttonhole. How do I look? Like a man at the station, huh?
Hey, do you know where Mr. Willett is?
Put on my top hat.
Mr. Willett left the store this afternoon to drive up to Vernon. He hasn't come back since.
Mooney, I've simply got to tell somebody. It's too rich.
Oh, yeah? Tell me.
Well, Ben was going to take Miss Hanover out for a very dull time tonight, but I fixed it.
You did?
He won't be taking her out tonight.
He won't? What'd you do, kill him?
No, but don't tell. I put him in the Vernon Hospital. I told them to hold him there until they heard from me.
You did? But we wonderful joke on him. But what'd you do?
I convinced them at the hospital that Ben was Killer Meade. Remember how Ben burned his arm on Evie's Christmas tree light bulb?
Uh-huh.
Well, I told him it was a bullet wound burn.
You did?
Locked up in the hospital for Christmas Eve. Wonderful gag on Benny, huh?
No, it isn't. It's a dirty pool. It's not fair.
Now, Mooney, I thought I could trust you. If you tell anybody before the night's over...
Oh, I won't tell anybody. Phone.
I'm getting it. Hello? Oh, hello, Evelyn. Yes. He hasn't? Why, that's a shame. Me come over right away?
Oh, dear.
As you wish, Evelyn. I'll be right over. Goodbye.
It's all working out, just as you planned, huh?
Mooney, I'm warning you. You keep out of this. I shouldn't have told you.
I was never so mortified. Ben stood me up on New Year's Eve.
You simply can't count on him.
Look at me, all dressed up and no place to go.
Well, we could still use my tickets for the grand opening of the Pink Zebra Room at the Vernon Hotel.
Oh, Howie, I'd have to put on my new formal.
Well, go put it on, Evelyn. The night's young. Let's live it up.
Yes, let's live it up. I'll show that Ben Willett. Oh, Howie, you look so handsome tonight in your full dress suit and the white carnation in your buttonhole.
Thank you, my dear. Hurry.
Yes, I will. You sit down and read, or go out in the kitchen and mix yourself a holiday beverage. You'll find some Mission Orange in the icebox.
I'll do that when I come back. I'm going over to the florist and get you a spray of orchids. Get beautiful, girl. Get beautiful. Tonight's our night. Da 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 da.
Oh, look. Nurse, you gotta help me.
I will not help an enemy of society.
Nurse, please. Killer Meade and I are just lookalikes. I'm Ben Willett.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm Princess Elizabeth. Now get back in bed.
Oh, you gotta help me. You gotta let me out. I got a date tonight with my girlfriend. I'm late. It's almost 9:30.
My finest table, Mr. McBriar.
Can you see everything, Miss Evelyn? Now, Maurice, I shall expect the best of service. Here's $20.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I phoned ahead. Did you put my magnum of champagne on to chill?
Yes, Paul Roger.
Well, we want it served 5 minutes to midnight. And Maurice, here's $5. So you'll be sure.
Oh, yes, Mr. McBriar. At once. Carl, Marcio, Henri.
Well, we got 'em jumping, Evelyn, and all in your honor.
You're quite a remarkable fellow, Howie.
Oh, well, the orchestra. Come, Evelyn. We'll dance.
Yes, let's. I love it.
Oh, dear, lying here alone in the county hospital. Can't get out. May go to the gallows. What a New Year's Eve. Poor Evie, sitting at home in her cottage, worrying about me, fretting, and my dear pal Howie, probably frantic, wondering where Benny is.
Hey, psst.
I tell you, I'm not Killer Meade. Now,
Shut up, Mr. Willett.
Mooney, where'd you get that white uniform you're wearing?
Do I look like a doctor?
Kinda.
Yeah, I borrowed it from Alvin Green, the barber. It worked. Nobody recognized me.
You mean you came right down the hall?
Yeah, I just picked up a tray and I walked along. Importantly, they thought I was one of them.
Well, what are you doing here? You come to see me, boy?
Yeah, I brought you your silk bathrobe, and your slippers.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had them stuffed under my big barber jacket.
Oh, bless you, boy. How'd you know where I was?
Well, Howie McBriar told me everything.
Oh, well, I knew my old pal Howie would... How'd he know?
He did it.
Huh?
He had you put in here. Yeah, he acted like a deputy sheriff. Had you confined so he could take Miss Hanover to a blowout at the Pink Zebra on top of the Vernon Hotel. And they're probably there right now having fun.
Oh, now I see it all. Why, I'll fracture him.
Take it easy, Killer.
Give me my bathrobe.
Yeah.
Wait till Killer Willett gets his hands on Howie McBriar. I'm going to the Pink Zebra room now.
Yeah, and I'll be your gunman. I'll be your mob.
Yeah, get me out of here. I'll give Howie and Evie the works. Lead the way, kid. And be quiet going down the halls. We gotta break out of here.
2 minutes to midnight, my dear.
No, Howie, don't get so upset.
Well, I tipped that waiter plenty, and I want service. Where's our champagne? Waiter?
Howie, please, you'll make a scene.
Don't tell me how to act.
I wish Ben Willett was here.
What?
I mean...
Yeah, there they are.
You can't come here dressed in a bathrobe.
Yeah.
What's the excitement over there?
Oh, some drunk, no doubt.
Here's your champagne, sir. I was detained for a moment with an undesirable character.
Well, get it open. Who's an undesirable character? Well, Evelyn.
Ben Willett.
Well, Howie.
You got on a bathrobe. This is the Pink Zebra room.
Yes, I tried. I apologize. I tried to keep him out, but he...
Hey, hello, Miss Hanover.
Mooney.
Howie, I'm going to tear you limb from limb.
Now, Benny, old pal.
What are you raving about, Ben?
Howie. Oh, Benny, don't come at me like that.
Ben!
Put down that table knife. You want to kill somebody?
You said it. A skunk named Howie McBriar.
Midnight, 12 o'clock. Happy New Year!
What do I care?
Here, a glass of champagne. Eto. Happy
Happy New Year.
Yes. You drink first, Sarah.
Well, just a sip.
You aren't going to get out of this, Howie. I'm coming at you.
Now, Benny, please, I'm sorry.
Sorry, he says.
Come on, everybody, let's sing All Lang
tonight, Ben. I waited and waited. I said not over 5 minutes ago I wished you were with us.
Oh, did you, baby? Well, I'll drink to your health.
And Howie.
Oh, well, darn him, darn me.
It was a dirty trick, Benny. I planned it. I'm sorry. I'll go on home. You take over the party, Ben.
No, Howie, you gotta stay. It was my fault, too. You taught me a lesson about how to treat women. Give them a big time every once in a while. Thanks. Well, here we go. Wait a minute.
Ben, you're in your bathrobe. Get down off the table.
Happy New Year, everybody. To your good health.
Happy New Year.
Oh, wonderful.
Here, Evie. Loving cup.
Well, just a sip.
That's good. Howie, old pal?
Thanks for forgiving me, Benny. There.
Here, Mooney. Mooney, here. Loving cup. New Year's Eve. Sit, Mooney.
Yeah. Hey, it sends sparkles up my nose. But I don't care. I'm happy. I brought all my friends together again.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Oh, Happy New
Year! Oh, gosh, Evie. Ben, you darling. Ain't we the ones?
Hey, folks, this is Webb Tyler. Let me in on this, too, will you? I've got a short message for all you Point Sublime listeners. A message from all of us associated with this program and from the John Hancock agents, too. Together, we join in wishing you a most happy and a very prosperous new year.
Point Sublime is written and produced by Robert L. Ray. Stars Cliff Arquette and Mel Blanc with the original cast, including Jane Morgan, Earl Ross, and Vincent Pelletier. Music is directed by Charles Dent. This is Art Gilmore saying next Monday night at this same time, tune in again to Point Sublime.
This program was transcribed from an earlier network broadcast.
This program was transcribed from an earlier network broadcast.
What's the name?
John Hancock.
What's the program?
Point Sublime.
Point Sublime. Presented by the John Hancock Mutual Life Insurance Company. Starring Cliff Arquette and Mel Blanc, Point Sublime is written and produced by Robert L. Red. Point Sublime. We suggest you stay tuned to the end of this program when you will learn how you may get a free copy of our beautiful book of Christmas carols. Now, meet your John Hancock agent.
Friends, I know a fellow who carries an umbrella every day, rain or shine. Now, maybe that's carrying caution just a bit too far. But what about the emergency your family might have to face if, by any chance, your support should be withdrawn? Well, making sure in advance that your loved ones will be able to get along without hardship is one of the jobs a sound life insurance program can do. Out of its 85 years of practical experience, the John Hancock Mutual Life Insurance Company has developed a simple readjustment plan that costs you little and yet gives you complete assurance that your family's future is secure. And it's a plan that's well within your means, as your local John Hancock agent will be glad to explain. You'll find that his life insurance recommendations are specially fitted to your needs and your income. Just say the word, and your friendly John Hancock agent will supply full information.
Now for the human story of a fellow named Ben Willett.
Been holding a grudge against Dave Grafton for, about the last 15 years. This is probably the sort of thing Chris has been waiting for.
Ben, get your coat and hat.
Well, what for, Doc?
You're taking me to see Popenoe.
It's no use, I tell you.
Where does he live?
Oh, about 20 miles back up in the Coast Mountains. Dirt road most of the way. I never been there.
Here's your Mackinaw, Ben. I'll hold it for you.
Thanks, Evie. Chris has been living back in the hills by himself for years. Ever since, the time 14 years ago, David Grafton came along and stole Chris's bride-to-be right out from under his nose.
Gracious. How does he live?
Oh, Chris is a tanner.
Tanner?
Yeah, he makes a couple of trips a year out to Mountain Island, about 30 miles offshore here, to hunt antelope and wild goat.
I don't care what he does. Come on, let's go, Ben.
Well...
Hey, you be careful when you get up there, Mr. Willett.
Now, don't worry, Mooney.
Hey, you want me to go? I could help out if there's a fight or something.
No, Mooney.
Come on, Ben, come on. Thanks for the use of your phone, Miss
Yes,
Hanover.
Doctor, yes.
Well, I'm sorry, Evie, you didn't get your Christmas present picked out.
Ben, do please be careful.
Don't worry about Ben, Miss Hanover. When we get up there, I'll do the talking to Mr. Popenoe. I have no use for that kind of a man. Well, good night.
Good night.
This must be the turnoff into his place.
Well, turn. That must be his house right there.
Yeah, I see the light now. Doc, I still think I better go in and try to talk to Chris myself.
No, I'll handle him with pleasure.
I'll stop the car here. You see, Doc, Chris and I used to be mighty good friends when we was young fellas, and maybe I could explain things to him better.
You wait here in the car. I'll talk to him. And I'm not going to take any foolishness. He has an obligation to society.
Well, if you aren't out in 10 minutes, I'll come see you.
Give me an hour. But don't worry, I'll...
It is an early December evening in Point Sublime, Evelyn Hanover's cottage. Right now, Ben and Evie are sitting on the Davenport in front of the fireplace in the softly lighted room and are leafing through a little Christmas gift catalog Ben brought with him.
Now, look at this page, Evie. How'd you like a solid gold fountain pen set?
Oh, please, Ben, that would be too expensive.
Now, I've been trying for 2 weeks to get you to say what you'd like for Christmas this year.
I was up in the attic this afternoon. I came across a box of things I put away.
Yeah, sure. Now, help me, Evie. You bake wonderful cakes. How'd you like me to give you a mix master all wrapped up with cellophane and red ribbons?
There were some letters in the box.
Or I could get you a pretty diamond ring.
Oh, thank you, no, Ben. Do you remember the first letter you wrote me almost 7 years ago?
Well, not exactly.
I'll keep it always. You said quite a few interesting things in that letter.
Oh, me, I always was a blabbermouth. What did I say in the letter?
That you liked me the very first day we met.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, I remember now. I wrote you and I said I thought you had the prettiest blue eyes of any lady I ever met.
Oh, except one.
Except one?
Yes, and you didn't say. Who was she then?
Now, let's look on this interesting page in the Christmas catalog. Watches. How'd you like a watch, baby? Nice Gruen watch. See here? Gruen watch time. Click, clack.
Who was she then? Was she pretty?
Hey, I'll get you another cup of coffee.
You sit right back down here, Ben Willett.
Yeah, well, now, don't ask questions.
You spoke very nicely of her in your letter.
She got married.
Were you in love with her?
Well, maybe. Well, it was a long time ago, 13, 14 years ago.
Did she live here in Point Sublime?
Still does.
Oh, I suppose I really shouldn't ask, but who is she then?
Oh, I'll tell you if you want to know. She was...
Oh, laws. Now, who'd be coming here tonight?
Want me to answer it?
No, I'll get it.
Well, I hope it isn't Hattie Hirsch.
Hey, Miss Hanover.
Oh, Mooney, come in here.
Yeah, sure. I got Doc Lockhart with me.
May I come in, Miss Hanover?
Yes, come in, Doctor.
Hey, what's going on, Doc?
Well, I just met Doc up at the corner, and he was going somewhere to phone somebody. I said you were here.
May I use your phone, Miss Hanover?
Yeah, right there on the coffee table.
Thank you. I want to call the county hospital at Vernon.
Gee, what's going on, Doc?
Well, I was just over to see the little Grafton boy.
Tad?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with him?
Tad Grafton has contracted an extremely severe and a decidedly rare type of typhoid fever.
Oh, no.
Say, can I go out in the kitchen, Miss Hanover, and make a sandwich or something for Doc Lockhart? He hasn't had something.
I'm all right. I better make this call. Hello.
You'll find some baked ham in the refrigerator, Mooney. Fresh milk.
Yes, ma'am.
Operator, this is Dr. Lockhart. A long-distance call. Connect me with the county hospital at Vernon.
Say, how'd Tad Grafton ever catch typhoid? We got the purest water in the county.
Hello,
here.
County. Dr. Lockhart in Point Sublime. Is Dr. Hudson there? Oh, fine. Connect me with the laboratory at once.
You say it's a rare type of typhoid? I didn't know that.
Hello, John? Albert Lockhart. Yes. Say, John, I've just run into a rare typhoid case. Yes, that's it. But I'm positive, John. I've made all the tests. Yes, I know. And this is only the second case I've had in all my years of practice.
Hey, where's the butter, Miss Hanover?
Oh, quiet, Mooney.
It's all very true, John, but...
The butter dish is in the cupboard.
Yeah, okay, I'll find it.
Well, I want to give the lad a transfusion the minute I can locate the right blood-type donor. You check the county hospital files right away, will you? See if there's a record of this form of typhoid within the last year. Yes, call me back right away, will you? Oh, Miss Hanover, what's your number here?
214.
John, call me at Point Sublime, 214. Yes, I'll wait. Goodbye.
Hey, sounds pretty serious, Doc.
If Ted Grafton's going to live, I've got to find somebody who had a similar attack within the last year.
Oh, dear. Tad's such a nice kid. Wish I could do something.
Who doesn't?
Just how does this particular kind of typhoid affect a person?
It affects the bones. Even if the Grafton boy does pull through, he may be a cripple unless we find a donor to give him a transfusion.
Well, good grief, what are we waiting for? I'll give the kid all the transfusions he needs.
You don't understand,
It has
Ben.
to come from someone who's had the disease recently. But to complicate matters, the donor must be the same blood type as Tad, of course.
Well, what do we do?
Wait for the hospital to call.
Here, Doc, a ham sandwich and a glass of milk. I hope you like mayonnaise. I put a lot on.
Thanks, Molly, thanks. You see, the Graftons didn't call me as soon as they should have.
Well, Dave Grafton's always putting off. Now his boy's real sick.
Oh, my, that startled me. Jumped and knocked the glass of milk over.
Hello? Yes, Dr. Lockhart. Well, put him on.
Yeah, I'll wipe it up with my handkerchief.
Hello, John. Did you find anything? Yeah? What's his name? Where does he live? Chris Popenoe, huh?
Oh, no.
How can I locate the man?
Yeah, I know where he lives, Doc.
Wait a minute, John. You know him, Ben?
Yeah, I know Chris Popenoe. But in this case, since it's Dave Grafton's boy, Chris Popenoe won't do you any good.
Oh, heavens, why not?
Never mind. Say, Ben Willett knows the man. I'll locate him at once. Thanks, John. Goodbye. Well, this sort of luck doesn't happen once in a blue moon. Hey, you'll have to take me to see this Chris Popenoe at once, Ben.
No use, I said.
What do you mean?
The man will certainly give a transfusion to save a boy's life.
He might for anybody but a Grafton.
Well, why not a Grafton?
Because Chris Popenoe's